Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Jerosdina256. So today we are preparing lentil bread. So as you see, that is my lentil. Lentils are green seeds as you see them. Yeah, but you can also make bread out of them. Yeah, I tried it, I searched for it. Yeah, I looked out for it and see how it is made, so I also decided to come and show you how I made it. So right there, before washing the lentils, I first soaked them the previous night. I soaked them, so after, as you see me there in the morning, I washed them properly. Yeah, and after, join this video until the end. So there I was washing the lentils. I washed them 2 times. Yeah, and I'm going to place them in the blender as we are going to see. So right there I'm washing them. So after washing my lentils, I placed them in my food processor. As you're seeing, Yeah, I placed in 2 eggs. That is 1 egg. I also added another one. That is the second one. Yeah, I also put some baking powder. I put some molasses. I put some olive oil and some plain yogurt. So right there, I was adding in my olive oil. I used the measuring cups. I placed in a half cup for measuring oil, and then a half cup for molasses, a half cup for a tablespoon for baking powder, sorry, half cup plain yogurt. Yeah, just follow up as you had as I was making it, or as I was preparing it. So after I placed in oil, I added plain yogurt. Yeah, that is plain yogurt. It's a half cup too. Then those are my molasses, also half cup. So I had forgotten to tell you the first sorry for misleading you, but the first one was jaggery, and those are the molasses. The first ones that you saw were like stones. Yeah, that is jaggery. Then those are molasses, but I think you, even though you don't put both of them, you can choose to put one because they are all sugary. So my bread was a bit, sugar passed a bit. Yeah, it was a bit sugary, but jaggery is not necessary. What we need is molasses. So right there I added molasses. The first one was jaggery, not molasses. There was mistaken, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry about that. So meanwhile, I added in 1 tablespoon of baking powder. You know, baking powder helps it to expand. Yeah, because lentils works as wheat flour. Then baking powder will help it to expand or increase in size. So after adding all that, I placed my mortar and started blending. I made sure that I blend them properly. So you see, after I blended, that's the outcome, but it hadn't gotten to the size I wanted. You know, it hadn't gotten soft like I wanted it to be. So I decided to shift and place in the blender and reblend. You know, the blender is stronger than the food processor, so I decided to place them on in the blender, and I placed my blender on the mortar and reblended them, and they became soft and thick. So right there, I blended my dough. You know, it's also called dough because I'm making lentil bread. As I told you that my lentils work as wheat flour. So right there, I reblended and made sure that it's soft and thicky. My dough is soft and thicky. Meanwhile, I preheated my oven. As you see, that is my oven. I preheated it, so that it's easier for my bread to get ready. Yeah, whenever you're baking, you need to first preheat the oven before placing the baked, product, the product that you're going to bake. So right there, that is my baking tray. I greased it and then added in my mixture, my bread mixture. So I greased it using Prestige. I greased it thoroughly and made sure that all the prestige reaches all the ends or all the edges of my baking tray. So right there, I placed in my dough, as you see. Yeah, after I place in my dough, in my dough, I made sure that I combined it very well. As you see, I shaked it so that it can combine together. And my oven had preheated and placed in my product that is going to be baked. So I gave it 15 to 20 minutes. So as you're going to see, I checked on my bread and it had expanded. I used a small sharp pointed clean stick, meat chops, and pressed to see whether it was ready, and it was ready. You see how it's looking? It's looking good, and it was tasty, and it is healthy. It's more healthy than the other bread. So guys, if you like this video, put a thumbnail, like, comment, and thank you so much for subscribing. Share to a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like. So that is the outcome of my bread. I had forgotten to tell you, I also placed on sim on top. So you see the outcome, it's stuck on the bread. The sim stuck on the bread while baking. So that is it. When your bread is ready, I just cut it in 2 slices. You understand? So I had my knife there. It was tasting very, 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 it was delicious, let me say. And it is healthy, as I told you. So you see the outcome, that is my bread. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.